Southern Woods and Waters TV. That's where you want to be. Foggy mornings in the field, come the creek with the rod and reel, doing what we love in Tennessee. Patriot Demolition presents Southern Woods and Waters with Hugh McNaughton and Brandon Dowdy. Also being brought to you by Sniper Hunting Products, Deer 30 Minerals, Candy Fork Outdoors, Weststone Cry-Like Realtors, TWRA, Capital Sportsman, Nashville Marine, Davidson Farmers Co-op, Courtney's Restaurant and Catering, Mowing and More, CVA, Wilson Bacon Trust, Flowers Processing and Garden Center, X Outdoor Products, and Hunter Up.
All right, welcome everyone. Thursday night, I'm Hugh McNaughton.
And I'm Brandon Dowdy.
And we are
Southern Woods and Waters.
And welcome to this Thursday night show. We've got a great one lined out for you. This is what, the first real full week we've had of turkey season, Brandon, for the adults.
Yeah.
Second for the kids.
Off to a good start. I mean, a lot of people have done well. We had a real good weekend. You know,
dodging thunderstorms 1 minute.
That's right. You pretty much just kind of dodge the weather and do the best you can. But it's been pretty good.
Was anybody out there yesterday when the storm?
I wasn't. I don't know if anybody else was.
Because you had to be dancing to get around some of that lightning, buddy. It was pretty bad. But you know what you did? I heard a lot of gophers when that was going on.
Yeah.
They sound off when that happens.
For sure. Yeah.
So it's a lot of fun, and a lot of things going on. A lot of fishing's going on right now. A lot of turkey hunting's going on. I got to give a little bit. Clint Holden. Have you seen what he's been posting?
No.
He's been whacking the coyotes. So, and it is their breeding cycle is during this month of March and April. That's the breeding cycle for the coyote. So Clint and his buddies have been doing pretty well, thinning out some yotes.
He's always hard on them yotes.
He's tough on them.
He is.
Hey, we got a great show for you tonight. Brandon's lined us out with our own Andy Coker. And Andy, flew him back from Texas. Texas said, get him out of here.
Him and Sid both still got some Texas dust on them, I'd say.
Sid Herring's with us tonight. Let's broaden out and introduce our, well, Tyler's not back here yet. There you go, Tyler. Good job. But we got Andy Coker in the blue. We got Sid Herring in the green over there. You guys just got back from the great state of Texas, I might add.
South Texas.
And y'all went hunting down there with Chris Hunt and had a grand time. And I heard you had a little problem with the security at the airport.
They told us about Andy's story there getting.
It wasn't that we dropped a dime on you, but hey.
You know, they got that anonymous call-in line.
Yeah, the anonymous call-in line.
But,
hey, y'all get somebody named Andy Coker, check it.
It'll happen to you.
He come out one flashlight less, but you did all right, didn't you? You boys had a successful hunt down there. I mean,
good.
You started out slow, but I mean, you guys really closed out with a good hunt.
Yeah, after we got them to move us to another ranch that had been hammered.
Yeah, they had a little pre-hunting going on, didn't they?
Because as soon as y'all got down there, I got this report that Chris had killed a black buck down there, one of the exotics. Now, did you two just fly down there to drag his stuff or what?
No, he had that planned, and we went, and this guy hadn't seen this black buck for 4 days, and then we driving through the backfield. He's like, we'll go to the back, and we drive through there, and he's over to the left with some goats, and it was right there.
That quick.
I mean, it happened that fast.
So we tried to get out of the truck and stalk around and get on this black buck, and Chris got on him and made a good shot, and we still had our bags. I still wearing tennis shoes. And
well, yeah, y'all couldn't hardly got off the plane when you was telling me that y'all had killed one. I'm still
putting the camera on the tripod trying to get it ready, and they're like, we're going right now. And I'm going, oh no.
Chris Hunt don't play around. When it's time to go hunting, it's time to go hunting.
Yeah, he's a hunter, that's for sure.
Yep, he was ready to go. But now, y'all went down there for the Rio turkey, right?
Yep, in South Texas Ranch. Chris had never hunted South Texas. My first time in Texas altogether. But Chris had hunted.
What part of now South Texas are you talking about? What city was you close to?
What was the name of that?
Uvalde.
Uvalde?
It was
I know
west of
Uvalde.
San Antonio.
Yeah. We deer hunt just right outside of
Uvalde.
Uvalde. So.
And it was, and then
Y'all weren't too far from Brownsville and Zapata and all that.
No.
Freer?
I don't know any of that.
I seen
We were about an hour from the border.
You know, Freer, Texas
all
is
Sid
the
knows.
rattlesnake capital of the world. You realize you went
I'm gonna
through
tell you
it.
what, we really wanted to see a rattlesnake, and I've never seen one in a while.
Oh my!
But we seen some tracks where they went across the sand that looked like somebody drove
Oh
a
man,
log
we've
across
seen
there.
them there in
Did
December.
it look like a motorcycle track?
It did,
Yeah.
for real.
Never seen a snake though. Just
Yeah.
We've seen javelina, we've seen hogs, we've seen
Yeah.
roadrunners, we've seen
Wild
turkeys, we've
geese.
seen
We
everything.
call roadrunners wild geesey down there.
They
Those
play
are
those
cool
birds. And
animals.
apparently the mating call for a turkey is the same as the mating call for a roadrunner, because I called them up religiously. I couldn't call a turkey up for nothing, but that roadrunners come to me every time.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun seeing that little dust cloud come down that road. And that,
Now,
look, you
I
know,
want to ask, because our viewers might be interested in maybe making a trip down there. Was it very expensive to go to them?
You can get it for a better, I think you can get it for a little better deal than what we got, but we had been told that this outfitter was the place to go, and that we were going to have top-notch accommodations, the whole 9 yards. Turned out we were in an old farmhouse on a ranch that wasn't all that big. I mean, it was big compared to most places around here, but still wasn't as big as what you would think of as a ranch in Texas.
Yeah.
And they had the birds. The tracks were everywhere. I mean, tracks up and down those roads were just phenomenal tracks. At one time, that place was loaded with turkeys. But when we got there, they had already been hunted for a weekend and a week. They had a couple of other shows come down there and videotape, and they had just whacked birds, and they were just, you know, we got there on they let us hunt like 2 o'clock on Friday, and we hunted all the way up to, you know, sundown. And Chris actually took a bird that day, just by walking around and got one fired up, you know.
yeah, I heard y'all walked about 20 miles that day.
Oh gosh. But the next morning we were really enthusiastic about it. We were going to go out, there was just one big row of trees that was only roof trees on the place, and we were like, man, those trees are going to light up at daybreak, and we're just going to be in them, you know. Well, daybreak comes, not a peep. And we get on up in the morning, and we decide to split up and start walking again. And I ended up walking, I ended up walking 13.3 miles that day trying to find a turkey. And that was before lunch.
Good. Well, I'll tell you what, hold on to that, because we're going to talk to them here in a minute, but we got to go to
Well, we're going to go over and do this week's weekly wild game forecast, brought to you by our friends at Wilson Bank and Trust. I tell you, actually, I want to give them a little shout out. I ate at a luncheon with them today in Lebanon that they hosted with the board of directors, and we had some guys come in and talk to us about financial planning and things. But you know, they're always doing something for people, and it's just great everything that they do. A little over 31 years now, so we appreciate what they do for us as well.
Awesome, awesome. Well, I tell you what, let's give them a little forecast, because turkeys now, let's talk for just a second now. We got 31 degrees forecasted for in the morning.
We do.
We also have 25 degrees wind chill come Saturday.
It's going to be something else.
A little bit of touch of snow.
You know, I'm actually heading on a hunt, and we're going to be after them. I mean, the weather is what it is. The turkeys don't have any choice but to be there. I actually have noticed on the really cold mornings, man, they get active and they'll talk.
Yeah.
So I'm really looking forward to tomorrow morning. I think they're going to be talking. Saturday morning, it's the wind that's going to be so rough. You know, we've been talking about wind. So if you don't hear much, I mean, they're still there.
Still there.
And we've been seeing them breaking up. They've been getting after hens. So the time's getting right. The time is.
I want to give everybody just the knowledge that I have from and I've hunted and killed bunches of them. They're in the mode. They are in the breeding cycle. They're in that mode right now. You're not going to take them out of it. So if they can't verbally express themselves, then they're going to visually express themselves.
So one way or another, they're going to
one way
attract
or the other,
hen.
that gobbler, that long beard is going to let himself be known that, hey girls, it's Friday night, I got a pocket full of money and I'm available.
And I will say too, when Andy and I were hunting the other day on the hunt, from what I showed you earlier, we saw a lone hen that was not with a group of birds that was going down a field edge.
She's probably
and I was going to say, she, you know, so we're right in it.
We're in it. We're in it, and that's the mode they're in. So stay with. By the way, on the fishing, the only thing, these cold fronts are going to make them go just a little bit deeper. Also remember, a cold front makes a fish turn towards the wood. He'll be right there with the wood in his face. All right. So always remember, cold fronts make them turn to the wood. You'll be a little bit better. So get a little tighter to that structure. You might just wind up catching a big old limit of them right there.
That's right.
All right. Hey, we're going to have to do our Facebook.
That's right.
Now.
We do want to remind everybody, come over and follow us on Facebook. Give us a like. Keep up with us there. We really love interacting with everybody on there. Do it just about daily. So come over and give us a follow. We're going to go over and take a break. We'll be back here in just a minute with some more Southern Woods and Waters.